Assalamu alaikum. Welcome you all in the new lesson. The topic for today's lesson is inverse proportion. Here it's me, Shahbaz Hussain. So, moving on, first we have to define some key points of the inverse proportion. First point is express the relationship using proportional notation and the general equation for those variables. So, first you have to express the equation by using this statement given in the question. So this is the first step, and second step is find the final equation for variable linked by inverse proportion. So you have to find the value of unknown proportionality constant, and you have to write the equation connecting the two variables. And the third one is find equation for variables inversely proportional to square cubes and square roots and all that. So then when you find this step, when you find the value of k, then you will move to another parts of the question where he say that find the value of unknown variable, find the value of the square root and cube root in the other form of the equation. So moving on for the classwork questions, it is from exercise 1c, page number 28, book D2 7th edition, the new edition of the Oxford syllabus. So question number 1 is, first we have to read the question carefully. Question number 1 is, if x is inversely proportional to y and x is equals to 40 when y equals to 5, x equals to 40 and y equals to 5, and the statement is inversely proportional. So first we have to write the equation x is equals to k divided by y. K divided by y means it is inversely proportional. Next he said that x is 40 and y is 5. Now putting the values in the equation, it becomes 40 equals to k divided by 5. Now solve for the value of k. So you see that k is equals to 200. So first we have to find in direct and inverse proportion the value of k. This is compulsory, this is important, this is compulsory. By without calculating this value, we can't solve the other parts of the question. So moving on, the first part he said that find the value of x when y equals to 25. Now we have to find the value of x when y equals to 25. So just we have to write the equation first. X equals to, replacing the value of k, which is 200 over y. Now x, we are going to find the value of x is equals to 200 and the y is 25. Here it is 25. Now put the value of y in equation. So we got the value of x is equals to 8. Next he said that write an equation connecting x and y. So just you have to write the equation in x and y variable by replacing the value of k. This is the second part of the question. Next, moving on, third part, he says that find the value of y when x is equals to 400. So again we have to write the equation first. X is equals to 200 over y. Now he gave the value of x is 400 equals to 200 over y. Now 400 y is equals to 200. Now 200 divided by 400 is 1 over 2 is 0.5. So here it is, the question is inversely proportional from exercise 1c. Question number 3, page number 28. If you go to the book, you can find this question in the book, which is exercise 1c, page number 28, book D2 7th edition. Now moving on, question number 2. Question number 2 is saying that this is in the exercise is question number 4, and for the lesson presentation is question number 2. He said that if q is inversely proportional to p and q is equal to 0.25 and p is equals to 2. Now we have to write the equation first. Q is equals to k divided by p, where q is equals to 0.25 k, p is equals to 2. We are going to find the value of k, which is 0.5. This is 0.5. Now we are express q in terms of a. So this is q is equals to 0.5 of p by replacing the value of k. Next, moving on, part number 2. Part number 2 is find the value of q when p is equals to 5. So again write the equation, general form of equation. Q is equals to 0.5 over p, where p is equals to 5. The answer becomes 0.1. Q is equals to 0.1. Next, third part is calculate the value of p when q is equals to 0.2. Again write the general form, q is equals to 0.5 over p. Now we have the value of q is 0.2. This 0.2. Just put the value in the equation. You got the answer, p times 0.2. 0.2 is divided by 0.5 and the answer becomes 2.5. P is equals to 2.5. This is question from exercise 1c, question number 4, and it is also a classwork question. Next, moving on, question number 3 is question number 8 in the book. Exercise 1c, if z is inversely proportional to x and z is equals to 5 when x is equals to 7, find the value of x when z is equals to 70. Now first we have to write the equation as z is equals to k over x, where z is 5, x is 7. Putting the values in the equation, we got the answer of k is equals to 35 by writing the equation z is equals to 35 over x. This is the connecting equation of z and x. Next, moving on, second part, he says they find the value of x when z is equals to 70. So first we have to write the equation z is equals to 35 over x by putting the values. Z is 70, we have to find the value of x, k is 35, cross multiply both the values, 70 into x. Now 70 divided by 35 is equals to 1 over 2, which is 0.5. So easily we calculate the value of x, which is 0.5. Next, moving on, question number 4. Question number 4 is saying that if b is inversely proportional to a and b is 3.5 and a is equals to 2, find the value of b when a is equals to 1.4. Now first we have to write the equation, which is b is equals to k over a, where b is equals to 3.5, a is equals to 2. Put the values in the equation, you got the answer of k is equals to 7. Now write the general equation b is equals to 7 over a. Next, moving on, second part, find the value of b when a is equals to 1.4. Second part is again we have to write the general equation b is equals to 7 over a. So 7 over 1.5, we got the answer, which is 5. B is equals to 5. So these are questions from the exercise 1C in the book D2. Now moving on for the homework. This is compulsory to solve the homework and submit on the time. Question number 1 is I am reading on explaining all the questions for you to solve easily if n is directly proportional to m square. Question number 1, and n is equals to 9.375 and m is equals to 2.5. Find the value of n when m is equals to 3. Find the value of m when n is equals to 181.5. These all questions are from the review exercise page number 35, book D2. Next, question number 2 is if y is directly proportional to x cube, this is x cube, and y is equals to 108 when x is equals to 3. Find the equation, then find the value of y when x 7. Calculate the value of x when y is equals to 4000. Next, question number 3 is if a is directly proportional to b and a is equals to 1 whole 2 over 3, when b is equals to 5 over 6, find the value of a when b is equals to 1 over 3, the value of b when a is equals to 7 whole 1 over 2. So this is also from the review exercise question. Next, moving on, question number 4 is the previous questions are of the directly proportional question. Now these questions are inversely proportional. If y is inversely proportional to x and y is equals to 4 when x is equals to 3, express the equation, find the value of y when x is equals to 6, calculate the value of x when y is equals to 24. You can also see from the book review exercise page number 35 these all questions. Question number 5 is if q is inversely proportional to p square and q is equals to 3 when p is equals to 5, find the equation, then find the value of q when p is equals to 10, then the negative value of p when q is equals to 1 over 2. It will be the answer in the negative one. So these are all questions from the review exercise. You have to solve these questions as a homework, and we are going also to give you the assignment. So take care, get your lessons. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.